Okay, ma, in this video we are going to learn why India is to be called as the remaining words. We are learned already. We saw about democracy, secular, socialist, sovereign, and only one is remaining, that is republic, which is mentioned in our Indian preamble, constitutional preamble. So we have to say what is the meaning of republic. Do you know 1947 August 15th India became independent country. From 1947 to 50, what happened? India was a newly independent country and it had no its own constitution, and it don't know what principles are necessary and what type of advices are necessary to prepare the constitution. That's why we already learned in the lesson that constituent assembly appointed a 7 members group. We called it as a drafting committee, and which committee was worked under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And this drafting committee visited a number of countries, and they copied a number of principles which are suitable to our India, and they completed constitution drafting, and the drafted constitution was approved on 1949 November 26th by the parliament, and that constitutional rule came into force from 1950 January 26th, which we called as republic. Republic means, now I think you can understand. Republic means it is the day of implementing our administration rules according to the principles mentioned in the Indian Constitution. It means Indian government began to rule according to the principles, acts mentioned in the Indian Constitution. So that constitutional principles came into force from 1950 January 26th. Actual meaning is republic is what actually? Republic means a country which has an elected head. A country which has an elected head is called republic. And now we have to see, sir, Britain is also one of the democratic countries in the world. India is also one of the democratic country in the world. And India is called both a democratic country as well as a republic country. And can we call same way Britain is also a democratic and a republic country? Not. India only called as a republic as well as a democratic country, but Britain is just a democratic country but not a republic. Now we have to understand what is the difference between a democratic and a republic country. I told you definition is what, ma, about republic country. Republic means a country which has an elected head. It means in which country the ultimate leader, who is our ultimate leader in the country, who is the head of the country in our India? President. Afterwards PM. Afterwards governors, then CM afterwards. So every leader, so the leaders should be elected by the people either directly or indirectly. That country is only to be called as a republic country. But we go to Britain or UK, which is called as, if we go to England, what is the procedure of electing or procedure of king and queen? Head of the Britain is king. How head of the country in India is president, same way head of the country of Britain is king or queen. But in Britain, how in the president of India is being elected by the people indirectly through electoral college. That's why we call India is a republic country. But in Britain, head of the country king or queen, but king and queen in Britain are not being elected by the people directly or indirectly. Just they are appointed. How they are getting power as a king and a queen to their country? They are getting power through the process of heredity, nothing but hierarchy. Example, Elizabeth I ruled England. Elizabeth I was passed away. Then Elizabeth II came, James I ruled, James II came, Charles I ruled, Charles II came. Likewise, it means in the same dynasty, same family, one by one, all these kings and kings relatives and in the same dynasty people are only getting power. But India, the type of the hierarchical rule and rulers coming based on heredity not at all accepted. Suppose we can say a best example. Present president of our India is Ramnath Govind. Suppose Ramnath Govind is going to, of course, we have to hope good leaders has to rule so many years. We also pray the God because we are believing Ramnath Govind is one of the best presidents of our India, and he has to, God has to give more 100% health to him. But suppose we have to feel that Ramnath Govind is going to die. Afterwards, immediately Ramnath Govind's son or his daughter will be our president? Not. Again, Parliament has to assemble, and again they have to elect indirectly one of the best citizens in our India who is well educated, well experienced, and well in political science, in all these qualities which are required to become a president of India. That all requirements are in which person, that type of person will be indirectly elected as the president of India by the parliamentary members and by the people indirectly. Okay, ma? That's why in our India, hierarchical election or election by election electing the leaders based on heredity is not at all accepted. That's why we call India is a republic country. Though Britain and India both are called as democracies, India is only called as a republic and as well as democratic country, but Britain is just called as a democratic country but not to be called as a republic country. I think now you can understand about difference between a democratic and a republic country. Okay, come on, these are the 5 words added in the preamble. Thank you.